Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got something to show you guys. A Cosori air fryer. Let's get unpacking it. So, Cosori contacted me and asked me if I would like to try their new air fryer. Air fryer. My ears pricked up. Oh, air fryer. Because if you watch me regularly, you'll know I like an air fryer or two. So, I was very thankful that they contacted me. So, thank you, Cosori. This is their latest model. It is their dual model. It is the 8.5 litre model. It's the dual zone. And it has glass fronted drawers. So you can actually see what you're cooking. So let's get this out of the box. Very well packed. Right, let me put this up the right way so you can see it. So, this is an 8.5 litre capacity, which is great because we are a family of 5. So, as you can see on the box, it is telling you the size of it. It's telling you that it's got rapid heat circulation, shaker reminder, clear view window, independent baskets, preheat function, safety features, adjustable temp and times. And of course, if you're a busy family, then making your food in minutes is what you want. It's dishwasher safe, obviously the baskets. You can't put the whole machine in. That's obviously self-explanatory. You don't get a cookbook with this. However, you do get the QR code and the app you can go on. And then you can find recipes on there. Tells you all the contents in the box. And you can fry, bake, grill and roast. That is all the specifications. If you want to have a look at those. The time range, 1 minute to 48 hours. I'm not sure there's any other one that goes up to that length of time. That's obviously if you want to dehydrate stuff. But yeah, let's get it out of this box. So straight away, we have got 2 crisper trays. And straight away, I can see that they look slightly wider than other leading air fryer brands. Yes, I do believe, reviewing Cosori, they are one of the leading brands too. We have got a welcome pack, prepare your kitchen and your appetite, and you've got the user manual and a shortcut sheet, and then there's it's saying about having a 2-year warranty, which is really good. So we've got that. We have also got a set of skewers. I'll just put that rubbish down there. So we have got a set of skewers here if you fancy making kebabs. So I'm just going to get it out the box and I'll come back to you. So it's all well packed inside the box and protected. And let's just move you so you can have a better look. So here it is in all its glory. It has the drawers sealed shut, obviously so they don't open in the middle of transport. Before you get started, there is packaging inside. Before plugging in, remove the baskets and discard all the packaging and material. So you can take that off. What I am excited about, which none of my other air fryers have, is this is a touch screen control panel. You haven't got any buttons sticking out, so it looks really sleek. You have got a left and a right. These stickers, you can either leave them on or take them off. I'm going to actually leave them on for now because it has got handy times and settings you can put your things on. And just by chance, I'm doing steak and jacket potato. So let's get these drawers open. As you can see, they are wide, and also, can you see, there is the glass window in there. So take these out. In here you have a skewer rack, and then obviously if you want to make kebabs, you can put your skewers on there and make some nice kebabs. We're not making kebabs today. And then this one has got this rack. You can use this rack for whatever you want to use it for. You could put toast in it, you could put burgers, you could stand chops up in it, just rather than them sitting on the plate. So you've got racks, and again, there's not many air fryers around that you get racks. You've got to buy them all as extras. So that it is as it stands. I think it's rather a nice looking bit of machinery to have in your kitchen. It does say on the top, let's have a look what it says on the top. I've actually pulled it off to have a look at it because being 4'11", it was hard to see on top. But it's obviously telling you to be careful because obviously it gets hot, and do not fill it with oil because it's not a deep fat fryer. And it's just got all the cautions on there. It's also got the QR code to download, and then all that information basically telling you what things do, what the controls do. So I am just going to wash out the baskets on this Cosori air fryer, and I'm going to come back with you and we'll cook some steak and potatoes in it and see how we go. Right guys, we're back with a washed out piece of machinery, and I'll tell you something I have noticed, which is good. Although this is a dual air fryer, if you take out the basket, it is actually one unit. You see there, it's not completely separate units, it's one housing with the two baskets in. So let's put them in. It obviously tells you the right and left basket, although you wouldn't be able to fit them in if they were in the wrong ones anyway, because they'd be the wrong shape. So let's turn on the machine. So I want my steak and my potatoes to finish at the same time. So we're going to put them on. I am going to preheat on there, but I'm not going to shake. Actually, I am going to shake on the left basket because I'm going to put the steak in there and then I'll be able to turn it round. So I will leave them on. Yeah, I will leave them on. So if you press sync cook, your items will both cook at the same time, finish at the same time. But if you do sync finish, you can put them on at different times, and then the one basket will be held until it needs to start to kick in and cook. So let's get our produce in the air fryer. Right, we need to put back in the crispy trays, which I left out. And they're a nice tight fit in there. There are some screws at the front holding on the panel, and just make sure you get your plate underneath the screws so it fits in nice and tight. And the same with that one. Just put the crisper tray in underneath. They're nice and tight, they don't fall out. So I have got some steak, just some ribeye steak I'm going to put in. It's turned itself off now, which is a safety function, because if you have it on for 3 minutes or more, the machine will turn itself off. So you've got no risk of going out, forgetting to turn it off. It will just turn itself off, which is a great safety feature. So steak is in the left drawer. Now I have got these jacket potatoes. They're frozen, so they are partially cooked. So my jacket potatoes won't need the 45 to 60 minutes that they suggest. So I'm going to put them on for 20 minutes, half the time. So one in there. And that one in there. So they are in the drawer, ready to go. So I'm going to shut those, turn the machine on, and as you can see, the lights are on. Right, they're both in. Like I showed you, they're both in. When you open the drawer from the light being off, and you open the drawer and shut it, the lights will automatically come on. So we want air fry on 200 for the steak, and I'm going to do the steak for 15 minutes. Comes up automatically at 15. And then the jacket potatoes, I am going to put them on 200, but I want them for a different time, 20 minutes. And obviously I want them to finish at the same time. So I'm going to press sync finish and then start. So as you can see, that has gone into preheat the drawer for the potatoes, and the steak is on hold. So guys, this side has kicked in now and it's starting to do its preheat. You can see it's got preheat and shake set on both sides. You can take them off, but I've left them on for this cooking. So yeah, it's telling you to add your food, but my potatoes are already in there. So open the drawer and shut it again, and then that one has started its 20-minute cycle to cook the potatoes, and the steaks are still on their preheat. So we turn the light on, you can see them in there. They are just sort of warming up. You can see where they're getting a bit like bubbly on there. So we're just waiting for that preheat. Right guys, just come back to the air fryer, and as you can see, the side with the potatoes is still cooking away nicely, and this one should ask me to add food. Yeah, so the food's already in. It has started to cook the steaks on the preheat, you can see that. So I've chucked them in, and now the 20 minutes is counting down. So we shall come back once they're done. So guys, at 10 minutes to go, it did come up with the shake, it beeped, and I pulled the steaks out and turned them over. So I'm just going to put the light on so you can see I have turned them over, and I will show you that again when I cook some salmon, because I'll be doing salmon and asparagus in here as well. So it's just cooking its final 7.5 minutes, and we shall see what comes out. Right guys, we've got less than 5 minutes to wait now. Let's just check the steak. That is looking delish. And the potatoes again look really crispy. Guys, these are due to finish now. As you can see, they've both finished at the same time. Oh wow, just like we like them. And you know what the good thing about it is? My kitchen is not full of smoke. Where I would usually fry a steak or grill it in one of the big ovens, well, my kitchen is smoke free, which is really good. Now when you do have this, they do suggest that you obviously keep it away from the wall by like 5 inches, because you have got the vents at the back, and obviously you need a little bit of room above it. But I've got this on my breakfast bar, so it's ideal for cooking. It's got air all the way around. So let's get this plated up. As you can see, that is smoking hot. And then one of the jacket potatoes I'm going to get out. Turn the lights off, and it's telling you it's ended. So I'm going to just cut that open. This is for my husband. So I'll just stick a bit of butter on the potatoes. Only a little bit. Let's put it in there. And a bit on there. Again, just a little bit. Bit of cheese on the potato. I'm not being very adventurous tonight. Bit of cheese on there. And that is steak and a jacket potato in like 20 minutes. So yeah, I better go and get him, and I will be back with you in the next clip to show you how to cook a lovely bit of salmon and asparagus. So yeah guys, that looks really nice, that steak. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. But come to the next clip, don't turn off yet, and we'll get on to the salmon. Right guys, let's get on. We've got some salmon and we've got some asparagus. So I am just going to bend my asparagus and snap it at its natural bending point, because we don't want those ends, because they can be hard and woody. So we will discard all those. So I am going to cook the salmon and the asparagus in the Cosori, and I'm going to actually put them on at the same time and the same heat. It does suggest you put them on different timings, because the asparagus shouldn't need as long as the salmon, but I'm going to do it for the same time. This salmon is very thin. It's Tesco Finest, and it's really dark. It's usually lighter than that, so it shouldn't need as long. So I am going to do them on the same to show you, obviously, that you can cook, how you can cook them on the same settings. So I'm just going to get some spray oil and spray my asparagus. I'm going to spray them on the plate rather than spraying them in the machine, so that no extra spray ends up on the elements or things like that. Right, I'm just going to spray with this canola oil that I have got there. And that will do for those. Right. Let's turn on the machine. So on the left, I am going to put in the salmon. Just put them in like so. I'm not even putting any spray or anything on those. And then on the right, I'm going to add in the asparagus. Like so. Now I am going to put them on, like I say, the same settings. So I'm going to put them on at 190, and I'm going to put them on air fry. So 190, and the same for that one. I'm not bothering with the preheat this time, but no, I'm not going to bother with the shake either. I'm just going to leave them exactly the same. So because I'm doing them the same, want them to finish the same, I'm going to select sync cook. And then away we go. So the lights are on at the moment, as you can see. So you can either leave them on. I do believe they will go off after a certain time if you don't turn them off yourself, but I shall turn them off for now. Not turn the machine off like I just did. Turn them off. Both off at the same time. And I'll come back to you in a few minutes. Okay, we've got less than 7 minutes left now. And I'm just going to show you. We have got the salmon looking nice, and the asparagus is looking delish. So they're cooking well at the moment, and I'll come back to you in just over 6 minutes. Right guys, we are on countdown now. 4, 3, 2, 1, end. Have we got a perfectly cooked meal? Let's have a look. Wow, can you hear the sizzle? That looks pretty damn good to me. And the asparagus, perfect. Just the way I like it. Right, let's get these out. As you can see, there's a little tiny bone on there. Get that off. As you can see, they're not sticking to the pan, they're sticking to each other. They're joined. 1 and 2. It's virtually clean inside there. And then the asparagus on the side. Virtually clean. It won't take much washing up at all. And there you have salmon and asparagus ready to eat in 15 minutes. And I will just show you, let me get some cutlery. So guys, here it is. And I'll just show you how well the salmon is cooked. As you can see. Cheers. That is nice. And obviously everybody's on diets now after Christmas. How healthy is that? How healthy is that? With hardly any oil, just a tiny bit on the asparagus, and it was calorie-free oil anyway. So yeah, I'm going to show you one last thing to cook, which isn't so calorie-free. It's going to be some cookies, and I'm going to show you, just because it's a dual air fryer, you don't have to use both drawers at the same time. So let's get on with the cookies. So guys, I have not the most attractive cookies. This is just some cookie dough that I've had in the freezer that I've taken out and thawed. Just shaped them into little cookies for the kids. So what I have done, in the left basket, I've just put a little bit of greaseproof paper in there so they don't stick to the plate that's in there. I could take the plate out and just stick them onto the basket itself, but I thought I would stick them on there. So I'm just going to put a couple. I don't want to put too many in. I think I'll just do 4. So 4 cookies. So they're in there now. Just to show you can use the one side on its own. So turn it on. That side's completely off. I'm not going to be shaking the cookies. I don't want to preheat it because I have not long used it. I'm going to put it on bake. Take the preheat back off. I'm going to put them on 190 for 8 minutes, I think, and see where we go. So that side's completely shut off. You don't need to worry about that side. And that side is all set for baking. And off we go. So guys, we've got a minute left. And I gotta say, they're looking good. They are looking good. So guys, the cookies have now ended. So let's have a look. Wow. As you can see, they have grown in size and they look delicious. Now this is the skewer rack that came with the Cosori that you can make kebabs on, but I'm going to use it as a little cooling rack. So let's take out these cookies and I'm just going to stick them on there to cool. That one's gone down a bit. And there. And then the last one. Tricky when you only do it with one hand. On there. So they are the cookies. They're piping hot, so they're too hot to try, but I have 3 children that will be after those as soon as they're cool enough. So I have made 3 things in this lovely machine, and it would be easy for me to say, a lot of people think, oh well, they've given you a machine, you're going to say it's good. And if you know me, you know I like my air fryers, you know I like my particular air fryers. However, after using the Cosori, this dual zone 8.5 litre, I think my my outlook on air fryers has changed. I'm really impressed with it. I think it's actually quite a nice looking machine. It's got this tilted area with the control panel on. I think it's a really smart machine, to be honest. It looks nice when it's off. It's obviously got nothing on there, and I think it would make a really nice addition to your kitchen, as it has mine. So I would just like to thank Cosori for sending this to me, and I am very impressed, I have to say. I will put all the details down in the description below if you would like to purchase one. They are a really good price at the moment, and I think they are worth the money. So thank you again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed what I've made, and my kids will be delving into them soon. So if you're not subscribed to my channel already, I'd love you to subscribe and come back on the next one. And yeah, thanks Cosori. I've really enjoyed using the machine. So see you on the next one, guys. Thanks again. Bye.